Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Unhuntables with myself and Grosey from Grosey Coin Hunts.
Hello.
So today it's another episode of the Unhuntables, as I said. We're hunting through 2p coins today. Have a look in the description for what we're looking for. It's the NIFCs, or territory coins, world coins, things like that. We'll get to see who finds the most exciting coin at the end of my video, and you'll have to hop over to Grosey's half of this video, which will be up on his channel simultaneously, assuming he uploads it on time again this week.
It will be, don't you worry. It'll be there. And if it's not, then I'll do 2 bags of 5p's next week.
You'll do 2 bags of 5p's, wow. Ouch.
And then I'll halve how many I find, so it's still fair. Take an average price. After hunt through twice as many coins, that'll be my forfeit.
I reckon I can still beat you, even if I was doing half the amount of coins today. You'd have a very good run at this. I don't know the statistics, but I'm sure if we look back that I am winning this by a country mile.
Yeah,
but what it could be though is that the luck is building up for you to find the NIFC, and then do you win overall? I might have won more battles, but then you win the war.
That's it. I mean, we'll have to see, but it could be. All it takes is one coin, isn't it?
Yeah. Out of all of the denominations, which one do you think is most likely to find this NIFC that we're hunting through for?
I want to say the 2p, just because there's more 2p's per bag that we look through, and also there's more years for NIFCs. So probably a 2p. Yeah.
Most numerous, highly minted coins. So
and there's 1,000. I haven't even actually thought about it. No, there's 1,000 5p's in a. No, there's 2,000 5p's in a bag actually.
Okay.
So maybe but then there's only a couple of years with the 5p's, and then there's I don't know the maths on how many 20p's there are in a £250 bag, but 250 divided by 22 is 1,250. So yeah, but I'd say 2p. To answer your question, 2p.
2p's. Okay, cool. That's an interesting one. Since we recorded the last Unhuntables video, we've been to the Royal Mint for the last time this year, haven't we?
We have, unless they change the strike your own.
I was about to caveat that, unless they change the strike your own again, which I don't think they will this close to Christmas, and given that it's Christmassy tours, I can't imagine they're going to change the strike your own to something else, because you want a Christmassy coin for your Christmassy tours, don't you?
That's right, Snowman is very fitting.
Yeah. And it was a special Christmas tours that we went on. They're not really aimed at coin collectors this time of year. They're aimed at kids going to see Santa and that, but it's still a fantastic day out, and I think it is nice seeing the Mint all decked up with their Christmas decorations. And
oh yeah, definitely. I would say they've put a huge amount of effort into it. So yeah.
In fact, we were looking at photos the other night of previous trips, and obviously someone posted a picture of a Mint trip where they didn't even have the Christmas market, and so from just in the last 3-4 years, the big changes that are afoot at the Mint to make Christmas an event down there.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I think it's good, and I look forward to going down again. It'll probably be in the new year, won't it?
At some point. It'll probably be a new definitive in the new year. That seems to be what they do, because there wouldn't have been enough time for any other coins to have been released as their own coins yet. So.
Well, I guess so. Right. But what was in 2022, wasn't it? That was the year of the Platinum Jubilee. I'm sure it was Platinum Jubilee out the gates, wasn't it? Was it Harry Potter? No, I think it was Platinum Jubilee out the gates, wasn't it?
Maybe it was, but
because I was surprised by that. I called it as a definitive, and I'm sure it's the Platinum Jubilee until February, where they did the strike on the day of Ascension, didn't they?
What was it this year?
What was Edward Jenner, wasn't it? First day this year, so it was a commemorative.
It could be a commemorative. Yeah, who knows?
Who knows?
But it
exactly.
makes sense if they do a definitive, given that it's the new definitive coins, etc.
Because Edward Jenner wasn't even one of the coins in the annual sets either, was it?
Don't think so.
Was it?
It was.
It was Tolkien and the Flying Scotsman.
Flying Scotsman.
Florence Scotsman?
Florence Scotsman.
I normally say the Flying Dutchman, but which it is again not. But no, if I had to call it, I would call the £2 new definitive as the first strike of the year.
Yeah, or even the £1. The £1 would be cool.
Oh yeah, that was the other one that was in contention. I think. I would really like to see, and we've discussed this before, I would really like to see a denomination that hasn't been a strike your own before. So we've had a few £5 coins, we've had some £2 coins, a few £1 coins, mainly 50p's, but I think it'd be great to see one of the other denominations to strike your own.
Yeah.
obviously the
Although, as you
argument.
say, how do you reduce the cost for a penny strike your own?
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. But the problem is, I guess, for someone who's not a collector, would they be put off by the idea that, oh, the strike your own is a 2p coin? Is that exciting enough to go down? I think it is.
I asked one of the tour guides actually what percentage of, just from their own experience, what percentage of people were coin collectors, and what percentage of people were just, you know, your everyday, so to speak, tourists that were just visiting for the fact that they happened to be there. I can't remember what she said.
The problem with that again, now,
But,
if my memory is correct, that was again at Christmas time. It was the Christmas tours, because I'm fairly confident it was because of the conversations that was had about the longevity of the Queen.
I'm sure it was something like 97% was not coin collectors.
But again, I think that was around
Yeah.
Christmas, and that totally does make sense if you look at all the people that were there over the Christmas strike. Then yes, a lot of it are local people that come for a day out with the kids to see Santa. And again, I think at that period it's probably not going to be mainly coin collectors. I think throughout the rest of the year you're more likely to get coin collectors down, but you obviously will get a smattering of non-coin collectors who are just locals going for a day out, or as we keep seeing, coach loads of people being bussed to the Royal Mint for a day out there. Again, but maybe not coin collectors, just looking for a day out.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think if it's a lower denomination, I think that might. Is what, £7.50 for a strike now? £7.50 for a 50p sounds, yeah. It's a bit like oof, but for a 2p coin,
Yeah, could be a bit tricky. But
yeah. I still think it'd be great. I would love to see it one of the off denominations.
you'd still buy it anyway. They could charge £10 for it.
Oh yeah, I'd still drive down and get it. Of course I would. I can't stop now. But I've got everyone since Frankenstein in 2018. I've not missed one since.
I have. I missed the first one since the Iguanodon, which was the definitive, the 50p salmon.
Oh yeah.
I didn't get a chance to go, but there we go. It's one of those things. But
But no, on the topic of the Atlantic salmon, it's now in circulation as well, which is exciting.
it is. I haven't found one yet, and I'm sure you haven't either. But yeah, the first time that shows up is going to be exciting. It always is with a new coin,
Definitely.
but
It is kind of weird that we're looking forward to finding a definitive though.
although it's weird because neither of us were that into it when we had a previous change of definitives, even to the £2 coin.
Yeah,
Thinking
that's
more
true.
of the shield design, but back in 2008, I guess the coin collectors of then were excited
Yeah, because
to
I
find
think
the shields as well.
I think that the pound coin was becoming the pound coin when I was starting, or had just become, because I remember getting a few
Yeah.
bags of round pound coins, so there must be the changeover was happening at the point when I first started making my videos. But yeah, there's the first real change of definitives that we can look for and hope to find in our coins. But I'd love to know in the comments if anyone else has come across them. I know some people are finding them in sealed bags from the post office and whatnot, because it seems to be they've been pushed out through there. But in your general change or coin hunts, how many Atlantic salmons have you found? Because I think I could be waiting a while. I was for the Coronation 50p, so I would imagine I'm going to be for this next
Just
new
depends,
definitive.
how long the backlog of coins in the cash centres take to,
Yeah.
you know, the sealed bags have to get distributed, and then people have to then spend those definitives, then they have to go back to the cash centre, get bagged up, and then come back to our banks when we order
Yeah.
the coins.
And it all
end up on the video.
again relies on them coming out to our local areas as well. If there's huge demand for 50p's up in Scotland, they'll all end up going up to Scotland and slowly filter down. We saw that with like Shakespeare's comedies in the north; they were finding tons of them, and down south we're finding none. So it's hoping that they get distributed to us locally, and then they end up being banked and end up coming to us somehow. But it'll be
The reach
interesting.
of the Camberley Coin Centre is quite wide. It's the whole
Oh,
south of the
definitely,
country, basically. so,
definitely.
Yeah. I think
But
that it's,
fingers crossed we start seeing this soon, because it will be very, very exciting. But in terms of the definitive circulating, we've now had confirmation of all denominations bar the £2 coin going into circulation.
I'm pretty sure on our tour, the tour guide said the £2 were being minted for circulation.
I think this what was said is again the line, if there's demand we plan to mint them. So this is not me saying that I don't think they're going to mint them. I think they will do everything they can to mint even a small quantity of them, which would be cool to have a low minted 2023 definitive that's worth looking for. But as far as I'm aware, unlike all the other coins, there's been no confirmation of them being on that plinth that these are being minted or in press releases. So I think I will take with a pinch of salt what one tour guide has said on one tour. Because I'm sure if they were being minted or had been minted, again they would. There's a little display as you go past the coin press room.
True, actually. They were all on there apart from
It's the only denomination that wasn't on there, so it might be. Again, we've still got the rest of this month to go, and they can strike up to 16 coins a second, so very much could still have a run of them minted before the end of the year, which I think would be good. But quite when we see that in circulation, who knows? Because
I know. Do you reckon they would do those in front of the Britannias, or
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know if these are. I get no idea of whether these are being pushed out into circulation, jumping the queue like some other coins in the past have, or whether these first Atlantic salmons, maybe it's just one tranche of them. I forget which coin it was. Was it Diversity for Britain or something, where they released an initial lot of 1.2 million of them, and then
they did an initial 2.5 million, and then
that was it. Yeah,
came out later.
But then there was confusion. Oh, there's only 2.5 million. There's like no, there's more to come, but these were the ones that were fast tracked, so we can get them in our change. So it'd be interesting to see if that happens to any of the definitives, but I will wait and see. I think it's going to take me a while to find them.
I was getting excited about the first one, and then in 2 years' time, and we've got vintage figures, and there's 100 million of them all. Yeah. And I was getting excited over them.
Well, I've said time and time again, when back in 2017, when the second year of the Beatrix Potters came out into circulation, I remember being ecstatic to find my first Benjamin Bunny, and especially Tom Kitten as well.
The funny thing about that was but then I was actually watching one of your videos the other day.
Thank you, Grosey.
Just for some nostalgia fact, I recommend it. If anyone hasn't, I'd plug your own channel. I don't know here, but go back and watch some of Christopher's old videos, because they do bring back nostalgia for me, definitely. To see you finding like a Mrs. Tittlemouse and saying, "Oh, this is exciting," but there'll probably be loads and loads and loads of them, so I'm not going to get too excited. But then actually they do end up.
Those ended up being worth.
You end up double guessing yourself, and then it actually backfires anyway.
I must admit, I can't go back and watch my old videos. It's so cringeworthy.
Not the old ones, but like the ones.
I know.
I
can't go back and watch any of them. I just cringe at it. The only videos that I go back and watch from time to time was the task mastery kind of videos I did, and again, I was in that very few videos. It was of 3 or 4 or 5 parts that I released, and it was only the last one I think I actually appeared in, apart from just to introduce each video. But that's not me effectively in the videos. I was watching everyone else. But do you go back and watch your videos from time to time?
Sometimes. I was speaking to Laughter about this the other day, but the amount of things that we did back in, especially the year 2021, and I'm so glad we vlogged everything, because you can go back and watch the old vlogs, and it brings back so many memories of what we've done that you sort of forget, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah. And you sort of forget what's happened. So I do go back occasionally, not to watch them for the purpose of watching my own video, but just to have a little trip down memory lane. Yeah. I think it's quite good every once in a while.
Oh, definitely. I think you can just by us trying to remember what was the strike rate at the start of the year or the start of last year, we're sort of like,
have a look at your Raw Mint vlog, and then you'll find out.
I guess so, but no. New releases though, I was very surprised to see there was an email going around about the second Bond coins payments being taken very soon. I forget the date, but it's coming up soon. I was amazed that it's only just come out. I've barely received my first Bond coin, and the second one is already on its way.
Very good. I haven't really been taking an active part in it, but
no. You're into your bullion. They're doing bullion versions of it.
Yeah, that's true. I'm probably going to wait until after Christmas, to be fair. It's
expensive time of the year.
Yeah. No,
definitely. I'm quite excited to see what this next one looks like, because I don't think we've actually seen any images of it yet. It was a bit disappointing, because normally when you have these pre-order coin sets, they do give you a glimpse of what the coins should look like we saw with Harry Potter, like we saw with Star Wars. So we didn't get any glimpse of what any of the coins following from Bond are, but it does seem like they're all going to be out by the end of next year, which is so it's just a huge avalanche of these coins coming out.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? I mean, it's good if you're a Bond fan.
I guess so. Yeah. I've watched most of the Bonds. I know you haven't watched a single Bond and couldn't name a Bond. Can you name a Bond now?
Craig David.
Craig David. He was close. Wasn't he, people in the comments? You can let him know in the comments.
Daniel Craig, what's his name?
Oh, you'll have to read the comments, Grosey. They'll tell you. And with that being said, we're going to wrap up my half of the video, but do go to Grosey's half
Daniel
of the video. Just googled it. Do go over to Grosey's half of the video to see what he found and see who found the best coins. So I did check the 1999s for any magnetic ones off camera, because I forgot to do it after I'd set all this up and I didn't want to have to go back and do everything over again. From the year 2000, that was 37 towards my world record, which is quite exciting. 2 2017 shields, 2 2008 Ironsides, and 3 jerseys, all the same. One from 1998, 2002 and 2014, so we did get a nice little run of them. A couple of other oddities I pulled out. I like this one. Look at the colours on that. It's the Technicolor Dream 2 pence. Stunning, isn't it? So yeah, big fan of that. And then this one. Now sometimes you can see these sort of blobs that appear on coins. It's sort of where obviously a lot of our coppers are now copper plated steel, and when if the steel corrodes underneath, it causes these sort of bubbles. But I don't know if I can get any closer without being able to focus. I don't know whether that is what's going on here. Closer inspection, that might be it. It was just a very pronounced bulge right there that made me think, ooh, that's a bit more pronounced than it normally is, but don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think of that. But a very, very good outing in terms of what we found. So you'll have to head over to Grosey's channel to see what he found, whether he's beaten me this week or not. Links as usual are in the description to my coin collecting Discord server though, if you want to come and join that. There's also links to my other social media channels. There's the PO Box address if you want to write into me, and of course a link to the Britannia Coin Company, the Britannia Coin Company is a coin dealer who I work for as my day job, so please do check out their YouTube channel. All it leaves me to do now though is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.